The Red Tail Fan Professional Development Website System. Let's take a look at the site. We are on the features page, which just shows you all the different things that this website does as far as a professional development site. Let's jump right into PD events. There are 3 different ways you could navigate to the different events. You could use the Data Studio interface, and this would be handy when you have a lot of events because then you could search by curricular groups, grade level, county, and so forth. For instance, if I wanted to just see elementary, these are the elementary sites that I have. Then I could click on my More Info button. This does open a new tab, and now I'm looking at that event. I can use my navigation buttons to go back and forth between all the different events, and go ahead and also use this navigation to come back to the head of the event system or to go to any particular event that I might want to see. Now notice in this case we have an event here that say we want to join. We have the system shows me how many maximum participants, how many slots are left, and actually shows me the last names of the people who have registered. If I were to want to register for this event, I would go ahead and click the registration button. It automatically puts in the correct event that I'm registering for. I might want to put in a different name here, and I'll go ahead and put in an email. I'll use my email here, add my phone number, select the county, put in a school district, and whether I'm teacher, administrator, and submit. Now, the participant has the ability to edit their event right away, and also they can get back to this page later. We'll show you that. So notice I had registered for the IEP referral form, and the next person coming in would, if when they come to this page, will see that there is now only 3 slots left, and you can see that person that just registered. So the system tracks registrants and how many people are left. Notice, let me show you on this form, if I were to go back to a different, notice when there's plenty of space, it's green, and when you get down to less than 5, this automatically turns orange. And I don't have any events that are full right now, but when they're full, this comes down to 0. It tells me that there's no openings left, and it would remove the registration form from the sheet, so you would no more people could register. There's also a calendar page. The calendar page shows all the events that are on the PD calendar, and you can click these. You can go ahead and copy these directly to your calendar from here, and there's other ways that we can also do that. This shows you the information about the event. So we have really just a couple of pages on we have our events, and we have our calendar. The features page is part of this system just to show you how this works. In our next segment, we'll move on to how the administration works. In the next section, we will go over the administration of the professional development system. The administrative page of the professional development system has a lot of options for the folks that are running the professional development. First of all, we have a chart here that shows how many registrants we have for each one of our events, including how many cancellations that we have. The second section we looked at already. This is how I would go in and actually modify an event. So for instance, right now our reading running records, we actually are maxed out. We have 2 participants and there's none left. if I wanted to change that, I would come here and I would come down and actually go, okay, I'm going to allow for 3 participants and simply update that. Go ahead and update that. And when I do that, I would then be able to see, and I would have to refresh this page here. And sometimes, actually, it depends if Document Studio would update, it wouldn't. So I would come to my Document Studio page and update that. And then I can see on this page here, let me go ahead and update that again. So you notice I've got several windows open as I'm running through this. There's actually 3 participants allowed and we have 1 left. So what that also does here on my reading running records, as soon as I made that change through the administration, notice there's 3 participants, there's 1 slot left, and that's automatically updated right on the website. So coming back here, let's move down. We've gone through the area where you add new events. You can see all of the different events that are here and open them up if you wanted to modify the sheet manually. We have a registration Data Studio project that lets us look at all of the different registrations that we have. And again, I would have to check and make sure that the Data Studio project is up to date. And then lastly, I've just embedded the sheet that actually does all this stuff. These are all the registrations. I can scroll across and look at those or pop the sheet open. These are all the workshops. Notice that I just updated one of these, the reading records. There's 1 left because I made that change. And then the lists page is how we actually keep track of what events are still available to register for. And that's done with some fancy formulas here. And then this last section of this is the section that automatically creates the autofill, the preformed link for people to register and actually have each registration set up. So that's what we see on our administration page. Again, the way this is set up, it's all included on a single website, but in a different, on a live session, I would move the administration page to an intranet site. Obviously, I wouldn't want everybody getting into the admin side of your professional development website. Also, we include a system to provide your attendees with PDUs. In this final segment, we take a look at the PDU section of our website. We have this system templated out so that you can, your participants can just come to this page, select which events they've attended, and get a PDU document emailed to them automatically with a summary of the amount of PDUs that they've earned. We have had this system set up so that the template that creates the PDUs automatically fills with new events when we add new events to the system. There is some work to do with Document Studio to make sure that that works, but it simplifies the process of being able to give your participants PDUs that they need for reporting to their school districts. So in summary, we have tried to include as many features as possible in this GSuite based professional development system, an administration system that allows you to hopefully do all the parts that you need to have a professional looking system to manage your professional development.